Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, what couldn't be better as a birthday present than that the primary expectation works out. I'm not talking about my birthday, but it was actually yesterday that More Crypto Online here, the YouTube channel, became 1 year old. And honestly, thank you very much for all your support. 66,000 subscribers now, and it is just growing. And again, I'm extremely proud of everyone here in this community. It's such a calm community, such a positive community. A lot of other communities are panicking at the moment. Here you were prepared, you have been prepared for these prices since November. Yeah, so honestly, we were all looking forward to exactly these moments here. Yeah, at least everybody who was sort of following my Elliott Wave count and price targets, we have come exactly into this target area, which started below 28.6k and extends down to 20k. It would be epic, of course, to do the turnaround in here and start new all-time highs from here, but at the moment we need to remain open to the idea that we could even go lower than this target area. What was this target area based on? Well, it was based on the need to go below, in this current correction, to go below the low of the wave A in, where is it? In June 21. You can see it here. This was at 28.6, 28.7k, depending on which exchange you're looking at. That is where the yellow target area here started, going down to 20k, which is the high of the last bull market. Don't forget that Bitcoin never, ever moved below, in a bear market, moved below the low of the, moved below the high of the last bull run. So going by what happened before, we should not go below 20k. But looking at the Fibonacci retracement levels, we could go certainly to around 17k without a problem. So, however, we have more support levels here along the way that can hold the price and support the price. And also, based on the Elliott Wave count, we don't really need to go any lower now. We have done what we need to do. Bitcoin has fulfilled all requirements to complete this overall correction, this wave 2, based on the Elliott Wave count. Yeah, we've moved up here in this wave 1 back in April 21. We then moved down in a wave A, moved up in a wave B, moved down in a wave C. This wave C is part of that wave 2. A wave 2 is a corrective wave, normally a wave that retraces quite a lot, normally into the region between the 61.8% fib level that you can see on the chart here, 27.3k, and the 88.7% fib level at 10.6k. Now, that was another reason why I specified that target area, because the 61.8% fib level is in there. Yeah. However, we broke below that. Nevertheless, the next fib level would be the 78.6k level, and therefore I'm telling you, if we break 20k, it is very likely that we go down to 16.9k, which is the 78.6% fib level. That would be the next target should we break 20k. However, we could also then go down into the region around 10.6k, that is the 88.7% fib level, and that would be quite disastrous for many altcoins. Yeah, that risk is not off the table. It is a possibility, and it is certainly within the scope of this wave 2 scenario, and I mentioned it many times before, but there is no reason to really think about it in too much detail unless we are really, we can be more confident that it will actually be reached, because at the moment we are still in the actual target area between 20 and 28.6k, and we haven't even broken below the 200-week moving average. So as soon as we break that, we can look at that in a bit more detail. But then first of all, we've got the 78.6% fib level on the table as support, 16.9k. That would actually be something that I find very realistic that we could see based on how the waves are currently developing. Yeah, so that would certainly be within the scope of a very, very realistic price target for the end of this correction, the 78.6% fib level. But let's take a look once more. Yeah, by the way, I also mentioned in the last video that the correction of Bitcoin started in April, and I told you that it has been going on for more than a year now, which it did because the correction started here. The wave B that you can see here going up to the all-time high, that is of course a corrective wave, indicated by a massive bearish divergence on the RSI, indicated by the Elliott Wave count, indicated by the 3-wave structure of this move. It is a corrective wave, absolutely, no doubt about that. So I'm very, very much correct here, telling you that the actual correction from a technical point of view started here in April 21. This was purely a corrective wave, which would have in normal cases been shorter than the wave 1, but due to the bullish sentiment I think we had in the market, it was just a bit longer. It was an overshooting wave B, which sometimes happens. It's rare, but it happens. And another indication that this is only a corrective wave, the wave B, is that on many altcoin charts, you can actually see the wave B being shorter than the previous high. Yeah, so this was just part of the overall correction. Therefore, that is my argument. We have been pretty much in a bear market since the bear market started in April 21 when we moved down here for the first time. Hard to see it that way, I understand that, but a lot of people now expect obviously a year-long bear market, but in my opinion we're already in a year-long bear market. It has already lasted more than a year. Therefore, I don't think when we hit the low here that it will take another year to recover. That is only my view at the moment. Could be wrong. Yeah, timing is the most difficult thing in technical analysis. Where are we here on the 1-hour chart? Let's take a look. Told you 22k absolute realistic target for this move down. And we are finally getting there. Yeah, we are finally getting there. We are still a little bit away from the 22k level. By the way, the 200-week moving average was the reason for that level that I gave you many weeks ago already. And it has moved up a little bit since then. So it's more like 22.4k now. We came already down to 23.4. So we're really, really not far off of hitting that target perfectly as well. And it is currently looking like we will. Yeah. Reason for that is that after we obviously moved down here in the wave 3 on the 12th of May, which was sort of the first major sell-off we saw here, we moved up in a wave 4. The wave 4 comes across as a triangle. The wave 4 ended here around 30,300 or something. And then we moved down as expected in an impulsive move to the downside. We can currently count in yellow 3 waves. Wave 1, wave 2, and we are probably now in the wave 3, which means wave 4 is still to come, which would be a recovery wave, and then wave 5 would still come, which would be the last wave down as far as I can see it at the moment. Two things here. We need to be open to the idea that the wave 3 in yellow isn't finished yet. I don't think it is finished. I don't see any evidence it is finished. So we would need to see at some point here a wave 4 recovery, a small wave 4 recovery. Bear in mind the market is currently extremely weak, so we might only barely see it. Wave 5 to the downside in green, and that would complete wave yellow 3. What is the target for wave 3 in yellow? Again, we can calculate that as well by looking at the Fibonacci extension tool, and we do that going to the low of the wave 1 to the high of the wave 2, and that gives us as target 22.6k. The 1.618 Fibonacci extension level would be the first target for the wave 3. Honestly, like magic, very close to the 200-week moving average, a level that I told you already weeks ago would probably be a really, really good support level in this correction. Now, however, and that was a possible turnaround point. Now I can tell you that we get closer to that level. I can tell you, yes, we will probably find support, and it will be probably support for this wave 3 in yellow. However, the wave count would suggest that we are only in wave 3, which means wave 4. Let me just take them out here. Wave 4 in yellow, oh, come on. Wave 4 in yellow would still be coming, yeah, which would be a bit of a retracement wave, recovery wave, and then the final wave 5 down. There is no guarantee that that wave 5 will be the last one. We need to wait for bullish confirmation. Bullish confirmation in the form of an impulsive wave up. And of course, as soon as I see that, I will make you aware on this channel. Probably the channel members will know it first on Discord and Telegram. So if you're at all interested in joining, check that out. Yeah, you know, that is where we are. You know, I'm waiting now for a little bit lower levels. Gave you the price target here for the wave 3. Roughly 22.6k would make sense. Absolutely. I could imagine when we hit the 200-week moving average, which, by the way, Bitcoin historically never went below, or it did go below it, but I think it didn't close a weekly candle below that level. So it will be very interesting to see what happens. And that is an important information for you as well. Bear in mind, on Wednesday, we still have the FOMC meeting. FOMC meeting could mean nothing happens, yeah, especially if now the market, because the market seems to be taking already away, you know, some of the price drops that could be happening as a result of the FOMC meeting that you would normally expect. But because we see these price drops already now, not too much might actually now happen on the Wednesday. So we'll see. Okay, so I'll keep you updated about Bitcoin. Again, there might be a live stream later today. I don't know yet, because it's a bit of a crazy day here. So I might do one later today, and I will also cover more altcoins later today. For example, Matic, Polkadot, yeah, and some others. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, check out the channel membership and maybe even the trading course I'm currently offering on morecryptoonline.com. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.